Hey guys, Catron Resaw here, back at you with another What Sold video. This is for week 49 of 2025, I think. Let's get started. We got a lot of sales to start out the week. A lot of sales that happened over the weekend, and some of them I left to start this video. First up is this Minion, Barbarian Minion, only sold for like 10 bucks plus shipping. Not much, but it's better than nothing. I probably paid less than $1 for it. Layla the Lemur sold for around 10 plus shipping as well. Probably paid about the same for her. Phineas and Ferb got these at a garage sale for I think $1 each, and they sold for around 26 free shipping on Mercari. This little Dalmatian, Daughters, I think is this one's name, sold for around 17 or so. This sold for like 5 plus shipping. It's a little cat. Shaquille O'Neal jersey sold for $50 plus shipping. Adidas hat, this sold for I think 10 plus shipping. Came out of a storage unit. Amazon sale, Gil sold for, as you can see, I paid $2 for him. He sold for like 30 plus shipping. Technically already shipped him out last week on Friday, but I had an extra, so I figured I'd show him to y'all. So he's not actually getting shipped out today because he's already been shipped. This purse sold on Whatnot for $5. They did a Whatnot show on Friday, and I didn't ship it until today because I didn't feel like shipping on Saturday. But yeah, that not a great Whatnot show on Black Friday, but one item sold. Little Bouncer, this sold for like $12 on Mercari, free shipping. Poshmark Dratini, I think it's a Dratini. I think he's a Poshmark sale. Sold for, I think 15 is what I offered him for. Someone who wanted to pay more or wanted to pay less, but I counted at 15. That's his label right there. What else we got? This EVR pants and jacket suit sold for I think 25 plus shipping. We have a big lot of books. These are self-help books like Alcoholics Anonymous and other random books. Fundamentals of HIV Prevention Counseling. These all came out of one storage unit. Probably my best singular item that came out of a storage unit ever was a book that sold for $1,100, and those were also in that storage unit. Also, Mary Mushroom pepper shakers, 2. They have the same amount of holes, so I don't think they're salt and pepper. They're just pepper shakers. But those 2 sold. I'll make sure I ship them out first. That way they don't get broken. Another Elite Trainer box going out. This one is Shining Fates. Sold for $89 plus $10 shipping. My Little Pony G3, I think. Generation 3. I think these are them. Got these recently at a garage sale. I think I paid like $3 for a big bundle of My Little Ponies. And these were in there. They sold for 20 plus shipping. Gonzo sold for around... I think he sold for like 30 plus shipping or somewhere in that range. Really cool sale there with the little bullseye. Some kind of superhero. We also have this board game right here, Fauna, a wild game. Never heard of this game before. Look for the animal's habitat and traits you need to play for. So it's new and sealed, which is why it sold for so much probably. It also sold for a decent amount used, but new obviously always helps. And then I think this is the last sale for today. Start off the video. Little people, you can see right there, I paid that. I will take that off. I paid $2 for this. It sold for around 25 or 30 plus shipping. It doesn't have all the pieces, but it does work when you turn on the sound. So yeah, that's a good way to start out the video. A good amount of sales. Hopefully, I've already got like 3 or 4 that I could ship out today, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to ship out. So yeah, then today it's only like 9 a.m. right now, 9 or 10. So hopefully the week of good sales continues. Here are my sales for today. Got a decent amount of Mercari sales going out. I think I had like 4 sales going on Mercari. First up is a Santa Bucky. Sold for 15, free shipping on Mercari. Went to someone who never bought anything on Mercari, so they made their first purchase ever from me. Also on Mercari, these Dyno trucks sold for like $20, free shipping. I don't remember what I paid for them. Captain America also sold for like 15, free shipping. So none of these sales are great sales, but they're sales. And then this Vera also sold for 15 on Mercari. So in total, that might be $70 on Mercari, but it's still better than nothing. Amazon sale, this Catacorn sold for I think like 10 plus shipping, and then also sold Everett the hamster. He sold for like 24 plus shipping, so 2 good sales there on Amazon. The best sale for today is this Conair Infinity Pro Conair limited edition like graffiti style hairdryer. Sold for like 110 plus shipping, I think, somewhere in that range. So a good sale there. I got that retail arbitrage like probably 5 years ago. It's been listed forever. But all of a sudden, random stuff has been listed forever as selling. So this glove was not listed very long. RSG XL Rawlings glove. Probably paid $2 for it. Sold for around 15, I think, plus shipping. Kyle Turley jersey was listed not long at all either. It came from the Goodwill bins. It has some stains on it, but I noted that in the listing. Sold for like 40 plus shipping. Headstand doll sold for like 12 or 13 plus shipping. This Santa, Better Home and Garden Santa like wax melt, I think, or I'm not sure what it is exactly. Papa Noel, Calentador, Enchufable de Serra Aromatica. Is there an English version of that? Santa Claus plug-in scented wax warmer. That's way easier to read than the other side. Radica IM thing. This sold at one point for $100, and they returned it for some reason. It did work, still does work, but they returned it, and now it's only worth like $40. So that's what it sold for, $40. Also, the back will not close, but the thing does work. So it was going to Italy, I think, actually. That's where I looked up that it was going. Next up is this Asia Tiger. This guy sold for like $40 plus shipping. When I was doing the clip, I was like, oh, it's faded tags, but I don't think it's actually faded tags. I think that's supposed to be there. Orange and black tag. It's like an orange and black pattern. It's not faded. Maybe it is faded a little bit. I don't know. But either way, he sold for $40. I did put faded tags in the title. Recent storage unit find, this Cinderella movie. Never seen this one before. Rogers and Hammerstein's Cinderella sold for like 10 plus shipping. This Douglas Cuddle Toy. I got this at a thrift store for like 50 cents or $1. I thought it was going to be worth a lot because Douglas Cuddle Toy stuff can be worth a lot of money. It sold for like $20. It makes noise. It's like a baby musical thing. It doesn't rotate or anything. It just makes noise. But I guess it does need some cleaning, so maybe that's why it didn't sell for as much. But yeah, it sold. And I think, yeah, that's it for sales for today. Here are my sales for today. First up, we got some Tonka trucks. These two vintage Tonka trucks sold for like 20 plus shipping. We got this Sabusa. This book came from the Highway Byway sale with Ken and Jill. I think I got a bunch of these books for like $1 each. This one sold for like 15 plus shipping. Probably shouldn't have really got them because I didn't really know what they were worth, but they were $1 each. They were like anime manga books, so. These Levi pants sold for around 15 plus shipping. This little Pokemon Belly Bolt. I've never even heard of that Pokemon. Sold for like 10 plus shipping. Not making much money there because it did cost over £1 to ship. I actually shipped it via pirate ship because it was right at 15 ounces, and eBay won't let you do 15 ounces, but poshmark, pirate ship will let you do 15.9 ounces. So I wound up paying like $3 less because I shipped it through pirate ship. This is another Mercari sale. This is Hulk Smash, sold for 21 plus shipping. Poshmark sale, this gal right here, she sold for like 20 plus shipping. These polar bear overalls sold for around 10 plus shipping. Valdez book, not very big at all, tiny, sold for 8. This guy sold for 13, free shipping on Mercari. Another Mercari sale is this Halo figure, sold for like 20. Free shipping. McDonald's hat, this came from the Goodwill bins. I think I paid 14. I mean, I paid much for it. It sold for like 14 plus shipping. And then this Precious Taibu sold for like 6 plus shipping. And I think that's it for sales for today. Here are my sales for today. A lot of clothing going out today. First up is this Nike puffer jacket right here, blue and black. That sold for $80 plus shipping. It came from a recent storage unit find. This was a Goodwill bins find. It's a Saints puffer jacket. These aren't going to be fun to ship, but this one sold for like $58 plus shipping. Then the other clothing sale is this La La Cat's Meow oversized cardigan that I also got from the Goodwill bins. No one wanted it at the bins. Like, it was just sitting there. I happened to see it. I was like, that looks unique with that pattern on the back. That sold for $110 plus or $110 free shipping on Mercari. Those are the clothing sales. I also sold this little cow. He sold for like 15 plus shipping. This sold on Poshmark for 12 plus shipping. The batteries have been taken out, but it's a little Be Jolly Christmas tree that dances. These sold for like 25 plus shipping on eBay. There are Lego minifigures. You got Captain America, Iron Man, and Thanos in there, I think. There was also some other ones in there, but I had to take them out because they don't belong there. They go to another set. But yeah, you got Iron Man, Captain America, and Thanos. And then this Elsa doll sold for like 30 plus shipping. Ice Skate Elsa. It does have some damage to the box, but It's new in the packaging. And then last but not least, we have another Pokemon ETB going out, the lowest value one, Shining Fates. I need to get rid of some of the Crimson Invasion ones I have. I have 4 of those sitting up there no one's wanted yet, but this sold for $89 plus shipping. And I think that's it for sales for today. Here are my pre-weekend sales. Got a decent amount of sales going out today. This Santa Choo-Choo train sold for like $25 plus shipping. It's got those 2 and the engine. So decent sale there for 25 bucks. This technically, I could have waited until Monday to ship it out, but decided to go ahead and ship it out since it sold early morning. This Lightning McQueen car sold for like 10, I think, 10 or 15 plus shipping, somewhere in that range. A cool LSU ornament. I got this in a storage unit recently, and I was like, I don't know if it has much value. I listed it yesterday, and it sold today, or it sold the same day for 25. I listed it for like 29 plus shipping, and someone sent me an offer at 25. Yeah, decided to take that offer. It's from 2023, so it's not old or anything. It's just, I guess, hard to find. This snowman, he came from the Goodwill Bins. He sold for like $60 free shipping on Mercari. He cost about $7 to ship. He does have a bunch of fur, but really cool sale there. 60 bucks. The best sale for today is this right here, Crimson Invasion. It was funny how I was talking yesterday about haven't sold one of these yet. And then I sold one. Crimson Invasion Pokemon Elite Trainer Box Shot. I know you can kind of see the reflection of the GoPro, so sorry about that. But sold for like $166. I sent an offer of like 15% off. It was listed for right at $200, I think. But I paid like $60 for this originally, so sounds like a pretty good sale to me. These sold for like $20 plus shipping. One Poshmark sale. Bubbles and Nemo. These 2 sold for around $35 plus shipping on Poshmark. Found them at a thrift store for like 50 cents each. Bubbles is the rare one. Nemo's not really that rare, but they're Applause branded, so they're obviously older style. And then the last but not least sale is some ornaments, if I can get them out of here. These Disney ornaments, Mickey and Minnie skating, they sold for like $30, I think, plus shipping. And I think that's it. Yes, that's it for sales for today. Here are my weekend sales. I had a sale on every platform basically, except for Whatnot. Well, I didn't have a show on Whatnot, so obviously I'm not going to have a sale if I don't have a show. But in total, I had about 28 orders going out for the weekend, which is really good for me. I wish that would keep going in terms of sales. It doesn't go usually that well for me. But yeah, I'll do about half of them for this video, and then I'll start the next video with the other half. So whatever I have here is what I'm going to show y'all. Start out with Amazon. Frost Bear sold for like 20 plus shipping on Amazon. I think I paid around 10 for him at Walmart a long time ago. He's a Walmart exclusive. He's just now starting to get popular. The new movie is coming out, so maybe I'll be able to sell more of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff in the near future. Webkin's Elephant still has the code. Sold for like 12, I think, plus shipping on eBay. Most of the sales are eBay. eBay is always king. But sometimes Poshmark had like 3 or 4 sales, I think. Mercari, actually, Mercari had 1, I think, hopefully. Fajal Raven little bag sold for 7 on Posh. I took the best offer of 7. I think it came in a recent storage unit, so it had nothing into it. A Fiesta butter dish. You can see right there, it does say Fiesta on the back. HLC Fiesta USA. Took it a while to sell, but it did sell for like $44 plus shipping. Not looking forward to shipping it, but yeah, I will make sure I ship that. Probably, maybe I'll even double box that. We'll see. Next up is some yarn. Mandala. 3 of these skeins of yarn sold for, I think, 30 plus shipping or something like that. That yarn was actually really good. I picked it up at the thrift store for like 15 for a big thing of yarn, and sold one skein for like 60 bucks. Those sold for, like I said, 30. Next up, South Carolina Gamecocks. This magnet sold for, I think it sold for 17 plus shipping. It's a vintage magnet, but yeah, there is that. Had that forever as well. Took me a while to actually get it listed. Carol sold for like 3 plus shipping. Not worth it probably, but I had it, so I had to, I had to ship it at some point or try and sell it. Build-A-Bear, a lot of clothing. This sold on Posh as well for like $40, I think. I might take it out of that bag since it has a price on there, and it says Build-A-Bear clothes. I paid $5.50 for that at a consignment sale, and it sold for $40 plus shipping. Twirling Trees, I think that's what this is. It's Little Sleepy's pajamas. Sold for around 50 plus shipping, or somewhere in that range, close to $50 for that. A Harley Davidson shirt. This Harley Davidson Thunder on the River with little mud bug crawfish on there, I think, or lobster, one of those two. It sold for like close to 20 for that shirt. Another cool shirt sold. Smiling is my favorite. This is Elf, Buddy the Elf. That is out of a storage unit, I think. That sold for like 10 plus shipping. Didn't really sell for much. Sully sold for around 15 plus shipping, I think. I don't know what I paid for him. Anthropology beanie. This came out of a storage unit, I'm pretty sure. But it's like a purple beanie. Sold for like 15 plus shipping on that. These UGG boots sold for 25 plus shipping, I think. I think those are storage unit find. These are also storage unit find because I wouldn't have bought these. Bjorn. I don't remember the brand. I was about to say Bjorn, but I don't think that's what it was. Oh, Bjorn Doll. So I got it close. Bjorn Doll boots. Those sold. We have this Funko Pop back here. AT-AT Driver. Sold for 6 plus shipping. I probably paid 10 for it, so I'm losing money there. 4 Our Generation dolls. None of them with clothes, but I sold 4 of these dolls for, I think I sold them for like 30 plus shipping. They're already in their box, ready to go. We got a Green Bay Packer. We got this Hearth in Hand set of clothes. These are ones that my brother and his sister-in-law, or no, my sister-in-law and my brother. That was confusing. Sister-in-law and brother used for their holidays one year, and they didn't want them anymore. The Green Bay Packers sweatshirt right here. That sold for like 20 plus shipping. Elf on the Shelf stuff back here. I'll show you some of it. The DVD and some other stuff sold for around 35, I think, plus shipping as well. So there's a bunch of junk that came out of one storage unit that I decided to lot together. It's been listed for a long time. It sold right during the Christmas season. So Elf on the Shelf's already started, I think, if you're doing it. So I'm not sure why you're ordering it now, whenever it won't get there until, you know, mid-December. But hey, I'll take the sale. And I think that's it for sales for today. I'll come back. Well, obviously, I'll see the rest of the sales that I had over the weekend in the start of next week's video. So don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite sale, and subscribe if not subscribed. Thanks for watching.